Hi, this is Carrie with Canary Quilts, and I want to show you how you can do this block on your Cricut Maker machine with your Rotary Blade. So I've already done a few of these, and I have done a blog post on how to cut these out by hand, but I have made an SVG of this pattern so that you can use your Cricut Maker and your rotary cutter tool to cut these beauties out. So these are the first three I've cut. And as you can see, this is a pattern where you use a light and dark fabric to accentuate the face. So I've already got these cut out, and I've got the first half of my second block cut out here. So I'm going to show you how to do this with the other half. So what you're going to need for this project is to head over to canaryquilts.com. You can download the SVG there, and you can get the measurements for your blocks here. This is the background block, and then this is the block that this is the fabric we're going to put into the Cricut Maker and have it cut out the Frankenstein. I use a green sticky mat, and we're going to need some light steam-a-seam double stick fusible web for the back of our fabric for the Frankenstein. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is put our fusible web onto our fabric. And I'm going to pull off the non-gridded side and just stick it here onto the fabric. And I'm using a batik, so it doesn't really have a front or back. And now I'm going to go over to my iron, and I'm going to just press this on for 3 seconds, which will fuse it to the fabric. So I'm going to go iron this on. Okay, so here's my fusible web ironed on, and I'm just going to take these extra bits off the sides so I have just my fabric in place. So now we're going to take our green mat, and we're going to put it here in the corner. And I'll use my little burnishing tool, I guess, to stick it down to our mat. And then we're going to take it over to our Cricut Maker and send it through for the rotary cutter to do all the work. So on this one, I will have the mirror on. But for this one, I did not have the mirror on because I want both sides of the face to cut out on certain pieces of fabric. So on this fabric, I will have the mirror on. So I'm going to take this over to my Cricut Maker and get it cut out. So this is the screen that will show up once you click on the link, and it'll take you to Design Space. And it has the instructions right here on how to do the cutouts for the applique. And you want to make sure that one is mirror on and one is mirror off. That's very important. So you choose Make It, and it brings you up to the next screen. And it shows you right here what is going to be cut out. And I am going to need a mirror image for my project, so I turn mirror on. And you can see it flipped. So you hit continue, and it's going to ask you now what kind of materials you want and your tools. So you will want medium fabrics like cotton bonded, because you will have the fusible web on it. I chose default as the pressure, and I'm going to edit my tools and choose Rotary Blade. So once you've made your choices here, you run your Cricut mat through just like you would for any other project. And that's all there is to cutting the Frankenstein block out. And if you want to cut your second one, you can do it here. Choose mirror on or off, the opposite of what you just did, and then you can print again.